guys, what is up? I'm back with a Dhar Mann update video. So, today, or I guess yesterday, Dhar Mann Studios responded to all the protests going on outside of Dhar Mann Studios. So, they do have a post that was uploaded 10 hours ago from now, so it's almost 1 a.m. here, so yesterday, basically explaining the situation. So the title is, In Response to the Recent Actor Protests. So obviously you guys are going to want to see what I'm reading, so I will have a screen here for you guys to view. I wasn't sure if I should do it on my phone or computer, but I was like, you can do Instagram on the computer, so I'm just going to do that. Starting. So, this is the post. So it's the very first post. None of these videos have comments enabled. So this one's no different. There's no comments enabled on this one. You can't comment. You can just like it, and that's all you can do. And you can forward it and share it, unfollow, whatever you want to do. What does embed mean? I don't know what that means. Anyways, so basically what we're going to be reacting to, I did already read this at work because I couldn't not watch it because I had a person send me. He's the person that's been keeping me up to date on anything, on everything, so shout out to him. I don't know if he wants an actual shout out, so if you see this video and you want one, let me know in the comments down below, or send me a message on Instagram saying I watched your video, yes I want a shout out, or no I don't want a shout out. Before we get going, you guys can already see the screen anyway, so you guys have probably already read it with me yapping over. But if you guys want to message me on Instagram regarding this, regarding anything, you guys want to chat with me, feel free. You can message me on Instagram, Damian Krista, my name, just my YouTube name, just together. Instagram, it's public, follow me, message me, I will respond. As you can see, I have no messages because I've already responded to each one. And not that I got really many messages from you guys, but if you guys want to message me, feel free. So we're going to start. So in response to the recent actor protest. Again, I've read this before, but I'm just going to go through it with you guys and tell you guys my thoughts. So hey, hashtag Dhar Mann fam. So it's not even Dhar Mann, it's Dhar Mann Studios. So Dhar Mann Studios is responding, not Dhar Mann himself. So that's also an important thing to keep in mind. Hey Dhar Mann fam, we want to address the recent protests by some of our actors. First off, we'd like to thank the many actors and fans who have reached out to show their support, gratitude, and solidarity to us. We truly appreciate you. So nothing really to say there. Next. For background, we did arrange an in-person hour-long meeting with actor representatives and two of our most senior leaders, including our head of production, in hopes of understanding concerns prior to any protests. During that meeting, the actor representatives refused to communicate any concerns and instead walked out. More info in our stories, which we will also look through their stories as well. I did that already because I couldn't not do it. I was at work, I couldn't do the video then. But I will still give you guys my thoughts, just like a normal reaction video. It's just I've seen this before, but it's not, yeah, it's fine. So, in terms of them, they did arrange an hour-long meeting, and then the actor representatives basically chose not to say anything and walked out. And this is because Dhar Mann wasn't in the meeting, which we've seen this before. Dhar Mann was not in the meeting, so they left. They were like, I want to speak to Dhar Mann, and everybody else can be there too, yes, but I want to speak to Dhar Mann, you know? They wanted to speak to Dhar Mann directly and wanted him to be there, and he was not there. Therefore, the actor representatives refused to communicate and instead walked out and then wanted to reschedule one with Dhar Mann. So that's where we are at this point. In regards to actor compensation, we believe we pay our actors competitively compared to our peers. Our rates for actors vary. Extras receive $18 an hour. So you have to do 3 video. Wait, no. I was thinking based on how long the video is. Like, let's say if Mayor's in a video for 20 minutes, it's not going to take 20 minutes to shoot because there are obviously like scenes and everything, and you're probably on scene for a while. So 18 an hour is actually what I make. I make 18 an hour. And it's not terrible, but it could be worse. It could be a lot better, right? If you're an actor, I assume they were like rich. You know what I mean? Like, I assume they were rich. That being said, 18 an hour is definitely less than I would have expected, considering I literally make 18 an hour and I'm like, bro, I want more. You know what I mean? So I don't know what he means by extras and speaking role actors. So what do you mean by extras? Like extra actor? What do you mean extra actor? Like, I don't understand. Like, extras, they're doing more than acting? They're singing? I don't know. And speaking role actors, well, everybody speaks. Maybe extras means like not the people in the, like maybe the people in the video, but they're not really doing anything. Like, they're not the key actors, they're just kind of like behind the scenes, but they're still in the video. Like, let's say yesterday's video with the boy and the girl. Let's say people in the background that were chatting, which were also on camera. Maybe that they had 18 an hour because they're not really doing anything, but they still are in the video. So I'm assuming that's what it is. And speaking role actors receive $33 to $44 an hour. That's amazing. That I think is pretty damn good if you ask me. Because, but again, I make 18, so what am I going to say? Of course, I'm going to think 33 to 44 is outstanding. For an actor, is that a lot? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe they should make 200 an hour. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about actors and how much they normally make or typically make. So we are proud to have given thousands of actors job opportunities, and last year alone paid millions of dollars in actor compensation. So here they are stating that they're paying their actors, and they think they're paying them competitively well compared to other peers. So I'm just going to look up actor compensation because I want to know exactly what compensation means, because it sounds like what you'll get back or something. I know it's kind of like a reward or something. Something typically money awarded to someone as a recompense, as a recompense for loss, injury, or suffering. So thousands of actors job opportunities. Oh, given thousands of jobs, because that was like a capital. I was like, what is that the start? So they gave thousands of actors job opportunities and then gave millions of dollars in actor compensation. So that obviously seems like pretty good. Again, I don't know how these rates seem like. When I was reading it, I was like, that's definitely good. That I don't know so much about. But you guys can dive into that more in the comments down below and let me know. Actors by nature work for many different production companies. So like, I know some people don't only work for Dhar Mann, they also work somewhere else to get more money, right? And they also love acting, so they want to act more. We offer project-based opportunities that vary from a few hours long to a few days. We do not offer full-time positions, as we try to spread around opportunities and show a wide range of faces. This I do agree with. I do agree that you should do a wide range of faces. At the same time, I would love to see Mare. I would love to see Colin. I would love to see Carlos. I would love to see Michael, even though he's a fucking asshole. I would love to see these actors come back because they're the OGs. You know what I mean? Seeing videos without them in it, it would just feel weird. You know what I mean? Like seeing a different Karen. Even that stupid Karen. What's her name? Rebecca? I think that's her real life name. Like, I would not want to see anybody else but her. Like her, I love how she makes me angry. So let's keep that shit going, Dhar Mann. So again, I fully understand that they act for different areas. They offer project-based opportunities that vary from a few days to a few hours. So I don't know what that means. Like, what do you mean a project that lasts a few days or a few hours? Like a video that would take a few hours or days to shoot. I'm assuming that's what it means. If I'm wrong, please correct me. And again, no full-time positions, which makes sense because you want to get as many faces as possible, shorter wide range. I agree with that. I'm not gonna lie, you don't want the same actors over and over again, but you also do want to keep the OGs, but also get new ones while keeping those OGs. Like maybe have a video with half OGs, half new. All OGs, maybe 4 new, or yeah, I don't know, like half and half or 75% old and then 25% new, and then maybe do it half and half, 75% new, and then kind of do the new actors more, but also showcase the old actors too. This video is already way too long. I gotta get this going. All details, including pay rate and length of the production, are specified in the offer letter, and the actor has the freedom to accept or decline the project. So I obviously did not know that. So basically, they get offered a specific amount of money to do this and to do that. That's honestly not that sounds fine to me. So again, that's obviously fair. Like all details, including everything, pay rate, length of production, are specified, which is obviously great. So it seems like everything's pretty good here. If you can accept or you can decline. So if you decline, can you like request a better offer? Do you have to wait until another offer comes through? Can you apply to an offer? Like, you know, because are they just offered to you specifically, or do you have to like apply? You know what I mean? Because like you're already part of Dhar Mann. It's like, do you choose what videos you get to be in? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work? If accepted, actors are always paid shortly after a production wraps, typically within 72 hours. So once the production is done, you're done filming, within 72 hours they get paid, which is pretty damn good to me. That's like what, like 3 days? Not bad at all. I obviously don't know how much like tax or whatever's taken off or whatever they want to consider it, taxes, the CEI and all that crap, or I don't know if it's CEI, it's probably something else. I don't know. Anyways, I know it's taxes along with a few other things that's like taken off your paycheck. So that sounds pretty good to me. Right, next. Occasionally, we have stopped working with actors. This is where it gets kind of juicy. It's like, why? Why? This is typically due to conduct complaints from fellow actors, complaints from minor actors' parents, complaints from crew members, or an actor displaying unprofessionalism on or off the set. We take complaints seriously and try to ensure every person has the best experience possible in working with us. Which, that's obviously good. That looks good. That sounds good. Like, he didn't say anything wrong there, or Dhar Mann Studios didn't, at least. So in terms of conduct complaints from fellow actors, so yeah, like, obviously if an actor complains about another actor saying they're harassing me, they're bullying me, they're being a dick to me, I don't see that happening because they all seem like a truly good family. Like, they all literally seem like a Dhar Mann fan, like literally a Dhar Mann fan. So to me, it's kind of like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, minor actors' parents, maybe, yeah, because obviously they're kids. There's like 10-year-olds here, maybe even younger. There was that little baby there that was like, what, like a year old? Like, bro, like, how do you think the mom feels about that one? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I obviously understand if there's parents of minor actors that are complaints from crew members. So obviously this is like from the Dhar Mann, not the cast, but like the shooting crew, the behind the scenes, the camera guy, the storyline person, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of also who does that too. Or an actor displaying unprofessionalism on or off the set. Define unprofessionalism. Like, what is unprofessional to Dhar Mann Studios? That's my question. Like, what is unprofessionalism to you guys? Like, what do you consider unprofessionalism? You know? Because I don't see any of them being unprofessional. Like, I don't see any of them. Unless they're Karens in real life, then okay. That's it with that. Yesterday, a group of protesters interfered with 2 productions that were taking place. We want to apologize to the crew members and actors affected by these protesters and for the stress they may have caused. So yes, I did see a video as well where I didn't upload it because I didn't even see it last night when doing these videos, but I did see a video basically just like that. I saw them right in front of a shooting, like where I know videos were filmed. I've seen videos. I remember like Mayor was there complaining about God knows what, but the Mayor was there complaining. And same thing, like they were by the thing making noise and interrupting them, and then all the actors were like filming them that were on set were filming them and stuff and saying what the fuck is going on, you know? So yeah, they were interrupting live productions. We thank you for our support and understanding. More information can be found in our stories, which we're going to be doing that right now. I did not expect to talk about that for 12 minutes. What the fuck am I doing? We're going to open this now. We're going to pause this right away. So there's a lot of stories here, as you guys can see. Ignore all my bookmarks here. I don't think I have, what is that? Amy? What is Amy? Whatever, it's fine. Anyways, I have this too. Skype? What is this? Oh, Samsung. Okay, good. Anyways, not important. So, again, Dhar Mann Studios, 10 hours ago as well. Hey Dhar Mann fam, recently there has been a lot of misinformation going around, so we thought we'd help clarify a few things. Please see our latest Instagram post for context if you haven't already. So that's where we started. Now we're going to watch this. So we're going to get into it. Myth number 1. Dhar Mann did not show up to a meeting he promised he would attend. Truth. On Friday, January 13th, end of day at 3:05 p.m., we received an email requesting a meeting. We were asked to respond by Monday, which was a national holiday, Martin Luther King Day, in regards to setting up a meeting. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if I can zoom into this at all. I don't know what I'm doing on this thing, so here's a way to zoom in on this. No, just kind of... That's not what I wanted to do. It is for this reason that we, as a collective, now feel that it is imperative for our future work with the company to meet with you to discuss our concerns and hopes for how our relationship with the company will operate going forward. We know how important Dhar Mann Studios is to you, us, and the millions of people who watch our videos around the globe. We want what is best for all parties. We look forward to having a constructive conversation in person with mutually beneficial outcomes. Please contact the elected representatives below by 12 p.m. this coming Monday, January 16, 2023, to set a date and time for an in-person meeting. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, the actors who love what we do. So they sent an email basically saying, can we set up a meeting? And then the myth was that Dhar Mann did not show up to a meeting that he promised to attend. Next. So this is the actual answer. That was the myth. Here's the answer. Despite the short response demand, our head of human resources responded by Monday, so they responded in time. Names removed for privacy reasons, of course. So it does show January 16th. It's not like a fake date unless that was like photoshopped or something. Hi, someone. I'm Janessa, the head of HR, Human Resources, I think. I was forwarded your email. I'd love to chat with you and other actors to hear any ideas on how we can make things better. I'll gather some dates and times that work and get back to you soon. Thanks, Janessa. So simple email, acknowledging them, saying, yo, what's up, how's it going, homies? I'd love to have a meeting with you, which is obviously great. They're basically also saying to hear any ideas on how we can make things better. This isn't Dhar Mann, though. This is Janessa. So this is someone that works for Dhar Mann Studios. So not Dhar Mann himself, right? So basically he was okay, or Janessa was okay to set up a meeting. They were okay to do it. And then they eventually obviously started one, right? They eventually did a meeting. In response from the actor representative, it was stated, we would appreciate Dhar and Ruben's attendance. It was never stated that it was required, nor does Dhar typically attend these types of meetings. So Ruben, the head of production, Janessa, and the head of human resources, which is Janessa, scheduled to attend that meeting. Hi Janessa, I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. This went to my spam account. Thank you for the reply. We would love to set up a meeting as soon as possible. We're looking forward to dates and times that work for you all. We would appreciate Dhar and Ruben's attendance at the meeting. I hope this finds you well. Thank you, the actors. So just because they said I appreciate, that obviously implies that they would like Dhar Mann there. It's implied, you don't need to state, it says it was never stated that it was required. It's implied, I would appreciate if Dhar was there. I know they didn't say if Dhar's not there, I'm not going to talk, but you know what I mean? That one's kind of iffy. I'm really 50-50 on that one. I don't know what you guys have to say about that, but I'm really 50 because yes, they did not say if Dhar's not there, I'm not going to talk. They didn't say that. I would appreciate it. So it's I would rather him be there, but it's not totally bad if he's not there, which that's kind of how it sounds like. So I understand, but from Dhar Mann Studios that point of view, because it's it wasn't required, but it was implied that they would really appreciate if Dhar was there. You know what I mean? So that's that. I'm pretty sure that Ruben. Is. Who's Ruben? Isn't Ruben the filmer or something? I don't know. Anyways, that's that. So basically, during the meeting with our senior managers, the actor representatives showed up and were immediately upset that Dhar Mann was not there. We reiterated that the two senior leaders who were present would make sure the concerns got heard and requested feedback. So the two senior representatives or leaders were saying that they would ensure that Dhar Mann gets the message of whatever they want to say. No feedback was given. In the hour-long meeting scheduled, the actor representatives angrily walked out after a few minutes. So they were obviously pissed that Dhar Mann wasn't there because they did want Dhar Mann to be there. So Dhar Mann never promised to be there from this point of view. He never promised to be there. He never said he would attend. No one said they would attend. No one even said that he would attend. So it's not that they promised. It appears they didn't even state, okay, Dhar Mann's coming. They didn't even say Dhar Mann's coming. They just said it would be forwarded to Dhar Mann, if anything, right? All the concerns. So basically the actor representatives were pissed, the actors were pissed, and they're like, hey, you know what, Dhar Mann's not here, I'm doing this again. I want to schedule another meeting with Dhar Mann here. So that's basically where we are at this point. They did have a meeting, but Dhar Mann was not there, so the actors were fuck you guys, I'm coming back when Dhar Mann's here. Okay, next. Because of the unsuccessful meeting, I should probably pause this, shouldn't I? Because of the unsuccessful meeting, we then asked any feedback to be put in writing, and we attend to it as quickly as possible. We never received a response. From there, the protests started. Hope all is well. We'd love to hear any suggestions you have. I did allocate an hour-long in-person meeting with myself, the head of human resources, and Ruben, the head of production, to hear out your concerns, but you refused to give us any feedback. So I do still think they should have given some feedback at the same time. So in a sense, that part is their fault. That part is the actor's fault for leaving, because they did have the meeting. But again, they wanted Dhar Mann, which is the person that signs their contracts, to hear them out. So I understand, but I still feel like they should have kind of stated something, you know what I mean? I don't know, you guys let me know what you think, but that's kind of my view on it. You should have at least said something, you know? So at this point, we request any suggestions you have be put into writing so I can review it with all necessary parties. So again, with Dhar Mann, if necessary. Unfortunately, another meeting at this time won't be possible. Thanks and have a great weekend. My question is, why isn't another meeting possible? Why is that not allowed? You can't, why? You can't have a meeting with Dhar Mann? I get it if Dhar Mann's typically not in the meetings, but if they request it, I didn't say I request Dhar be there, but you said it would be appreciated if Dhar Mann came. So obviously you're implying that you want him to come. So you can't really say, oh yeah, it wasn't specified. It says right there, bitch, I want Dhar Mann to be there in a sense. So it's implied. So I don't know about this one, but at that point the protest basically started because they weren't given a meeting, but they were given a meeting. They just didn't like who was there and who was not there, right? So that's where we are at this point, and then the protest began, according to Dhar Mann Studios. So that's where we are now. Next. Myth number 2. We voluntarily removed Carl's mural a day after it went up. This is the big one that I really wanted to hear. And this one I couldn't wait to read. I was like, fuck, I gotta read this right now. I was at work, I was like, don't care, I'm reading this right now. Truth. We were required by our property management to take it down, which is stupid in my opinion. That's fucking stupid. We pleaded with management to keep it up, but we weren't allowed to. We are very sad it's gone and plan to recreate it once we have our future campus, which is obviously fantastic. That's really good, as they should. Hi Dhar, sorry to hear that you lost one of your actors. This mural is a nice way to honor them, and I'm sure that his widow will appreciate the sentiment. You may keep it up for a short while, but please have the wall restored to its previous condition before the Thanksgiving break. Bitch, why? Bitch, why? Like, I get that it's the property manager, but isn't that their building? Like, isn't that Dhar Mann's building? Like, Dhar Mann Studios. That's Dhar Mann's building. Like, why can't he put whatever he wants on the wall? Property management? Like, what do you mean property management? Like, you own it. Aren't you the property management? I don't know exactly how the fuck that shit works. I don't know if they own the building or if they're renting it. If they're renting it, I guess that makes more sense. But I don't know. I don't know shit about nothing, so just gonna leave it at that. So that's why the mural went down. I'm still obviously not happy, but if they were required to, I guess I understand. But the people that decided to remove it, I would have said, you can suck my ass. I'm not doing that. Like, of course if they have to, but... Myth number 3, we don't issue 1099s to actors. I don't even know what the fuck a 1099 is. It's something to do with payment, that's all I know. Truth. We pay actors through PayPal, and PayPal sends them their 1099s. If any actor has not received any 1099, please contact PayPal. And if actors need a summary of their own earnings, please reach out to their bookings team. So again, a Google search, does PayPal issue 1099? Payments processing services, such as PayPal, are required to issue a 1099-K form to the IRS for reporting the sales of their customers. So they're saying they don't get 1099s, they have to go through PayPal to do that. It's not through Dhar Mann, it's through PayPal, because PayPal is what they pay through. So I guess that answers that question. Not much to say there. Okay, cool beans, you know? Cool. Maybe the actors just didn't know that. Myth number 4, we do not pay our actors. Obviously, you have to pay our actors, otherwise there would not be a company. Which, truth, we wouldn't be able to be in business for very long if we did not pay our actors, which is obviously true. That's a pretty fair and legit point. We pay our actors usually within 72 hours of a production wrapping up, wrapping, and we constantly receive praise about how quickly payments are sent, which is obviously a good thing. If there's ever any payment issues, or if there is ever any issue over payment, our bookings team is very responsive and ready to rectify any issues. So even if there is an issue in payment and stuff like that, then it's fixed immediately, basically, according to Dhar Mann Studios, which is obviously how it should be. That's good. So everything we're seeing so far is obviously good. Like, we're not seeing any red flags on Dhar Mann's part at the moment, except the whole meeting thing and him not being there. Oh, he didn't specify. Like, for me, that's kind of iffy. It's like, bro, obviously I wanted you to be there. No fucking shit, bitch. Like, come on now. So, Dhar Mann Studios actor survey. I really can't think of anything. I like how everything operates. I like how easy and quick it is signing in or out on a tablet. The food is great and fresh. Hot coffee and cold water and snacks are always available. That's good. We have a comfortable, spacious, relaxing actors lounge that's holding. Parking is easy and safe. The pay is good, and we get it right away. So yeah, all is well in a Dhar Mann set. So that comment easily could have been made by Dhar Mann Studios. Anybody could have just written that, but I'm gonna take that as a legit comment and say, as far as right now, guys, we're not really seeing many red flags here. Like, we're not seeing really many red flags here. It's just that the actors wanted Dhar Mann and they weren't there, so they got pissed, reacted out of anger, and left. So they did get a meeting, realistically, according to what we see here. It's just that they didn't like what they were hearing and all that, and hence, or they didn't like what they saw, Dhar not being there, and hence they were like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, right? So that's that. That's myth number 4. Myth number 5, we do not give actors or crew members credits. This I will go against right away, because they definitely do. I see the comments. Like yesterday, you guys. Yesterday, if you guys watched my Dhar Mann video reaction yesterday, I was wondering how old the girl was in the video, who was 22, and the male, which is 18. So I was kind of like, okay, you know, like they're both cute, they're both good for each other. And I was like, I'm curious how old they are, because knowing them, they'll be like 14, but then I'm gonna think they're like 25, you know what I mean? Or they're 25, but they look 14, you know what I mean? It's just so different with ages. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check the ages, and that's what I did. I went to the description as it says here. Credits are all listed in YouTube video descriptions and on IMDb. If a credit is ever missing or a title is put wrong, we are very responsive in rectifying it. So they fix it right away if there's an issue. So that's how I found out their real names. I found out the actors' real names, which obviously was not Victoria and Eric. Those are not the real names. The real names I found in the video, and then I looked them up. It said their age, and then I found their age. So that's how I found their age. That I will easily go against, because yes, they do give credit to the actors, because that's how I found out their real ages in real life. My storage is about to run out. I underestimated how long this video will be. We are back. Alright, sorry guys, we are back. I don't know why I keep like underestimating the length of these Dhar videos. Start. Okay, where we were at, again, I definitely disagree with this myth. This was never a myth to me. Like, it was never a fact to me. Like, I knew that Dhar Mann credits the actors and everybody involved in the production, so I'm not going to go against him at all. I know he's done that in every single video. I've seen it. It's fine. There's no myth there. Next. Myth number 6. We don't take feedback. Truth. We are a very feedback-driven culture. We have 3 ways of giving us feedback. So let's see if the 3 ways of giving us feedback. 1. The anonymous actor feedback box, which people can leave their opinions in. They're collected frequently and reviewed by management. We now have the option for people to let us know who they are, so we can actually contact them and follow up on their feedback, but they can also choose to remain anonymous. So this seems pretty good. It's like a Dhar Mann, like a suggestion slip, which is pretty cool. You know, like you can think, oh, you know, this is a suggestion I have to make it better. This is a suggestion video. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. It's like a little box which management will go through every day, look at it, see what's there. So that I think is pretty good. Assuming they look through it and actually go on the feedback that they receive, then like it's good they have this, but if it's not used, it's pointless. Like if they don't look at it, if they don't care to look at it, if they don't care to take the suggestion seriously, then it's flat out pointless, because like you have the box, yes, but you're not responding to any complaints or any opinions or any feedback, right? If they are doing all this stuff that they're saying, really good on them. That's 1. Number 2. I can't really see all this. After every production wraps, we send an email which has a link to an anonymous feedback form. Clicking the link takes you to the form. Any form submitted goes to management, who promptly reviews. So again, switch account required, not shared. Overall, how do you rate your experience working with us? 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, right? So it's just a typical feedback form, so it's like a survey. So that's another way of doing it. I don't know if this one remains anonymous. Yeah, it says anonymous feedback form. So this is also anonymous, so this is a pretty good way as well. Like once you like you get an email sent to you, which, okay, that's good. I agree with. That's cool. 3. We now have an awesome guy named Daniel who walks around with his clipboard greeting actors and requesting any feedback as to how we can make their experience any better. Daniel comes from the hospitality industry and is great to work with. Feedback is reviewed by management. So, it seems, what's that book say? Actor check-ins binder. Daniel's, okay, so basically you have a new actor named Dhar Mann, or not, sorry, named Dhar Mann, what the fuck am I saying? You have a new guy named Daniel, which walks around with a clipboard, basically taking suggestions, feedback, which is great. So all 3 feedbacks, in my opinion, are a great way to get feedback, and obviously having just 1 is like not bad, but because you have 3, I would like to think that there is something being viewed here by management, or that management does take these seriously, considering there are so many of them to use, you know what I mean? Considering that there are so many to utilize. So that's all fine and dandy. Next. We do want to take a moment to say the anonymous feedback we get is overwhelmingly positive. A big shout out to our hardworking team. And nothing there. It basically just shows that 1 through 10, everything's basically 10, up to 1,000, and there's 1,331 responses. Very little, 0.3% for 1, 0.1% for 2, I think, 0.2, 0.1, 0.7, 0.9, 2.3, 8% for 8, 17.7 for 9, and then 69.9% for 100, which is obviously fantastic. So I'm not going to complain there. It seems like out of 1,300 reviews, it's all good. Next. Myth number 8. This is the huge one. This is like the big one. We stopped working with actors for medical conditions and disabilities. We have seen Dhar Mann use people with disabilities. We have seen Dhar Mann use actors with a broken leg. We've seen them use with no leg. We've seen them have a disability with autism. We've had them seen with no fingers. Like, we've seen people with Down syndrome. Like, we've seen it all. We have people with speech impediments. We have people with what's that guy's name? Catherine Nolan's son in real life has like cerebral palsy. You know what I mean? There are medical conditions that these actors do have and that are in the videos. So I'm not going to complain here. This is obviously a big myth. The truth is they do use the actors in videos. They do. Truth. We take this accusation very seriously, and it is simply not true. Which, again, I've seen it firsthand. We've all seen it. Dhar Mann does use actors with special needs. We work with many disabled actors and actors with medical conditions and frequently showcase them in our videos. That's a fact. That's the truth. We work with disability consultants and try to always cast authentically from the community to give voice to a wide range of diverse talent. Good. We donate to foundations. I've seen this before. Dhar Mann does do like donations and foundations. He does do that. We donate to foundations that support disabled people. Fantastic. We will continue to do our part in supporting the disabled community, which is obviously good. Again, we've seen it firsthand, guys. We can't really say they don't because they do, and we've seen it firsthand. So we can't even say anything about that because that is a fact. We've seen it ourselves. They do use disabled actors. Next. They skipped number 7 and went to 8, so now we're going to go back to number 7. Number 7, we held an in-person event where we sold merch, profited from it, and didn't compensate our actors. This one I did not hear about at all. This was my first time reading about it, and I was like, what? What? Like, I didn't hear about this, so we're going to read it. Truth. At the end of last year, we held an in-person event to create a fan experience to celebrate our second feature film. Which, honestly, your second feature film for the Christmas one wasn't even a feature film. It was literally just a bunch of compilation videos put together, which is stupid. That was not a feature film. Thank you, Dhar Mann. It was a movie screening with a few hundred people. Not really a movie, just put into a movie, just a bunch of Dhar videos put together. Not really a movie, but okay. Tickets ranged from $25 to $100. Merch was not sold, it was given for free. That's obviously good. All revenue went towards the expenses of the event, and no profit was made. We invited some actors to attend, and their attendance was optional. So nothing wrong there. They did a little fundraiser. They did a little in-person event. Sorry, where no profit was made. All expenses went towards the event, which I don't know exactly what that means. Like, what do you mean the event? Like, the stuff in the event, the money that you got from the event was given to the event. Okay, I guess. I mean, isn't like they're holding the event? They get the money, right? I don't know how it works. Anyways, moving on. So that's that. That's myth number 7 and 8. So I don't know what to say about that one because I never even heard about this one. We are saddened that the situation has gotten here. We will continue to focus on moving forward in a positive direction. And that is it, guys. So we have now went through the Dhar Mann post. We have went through the Dhar Mann stories explaining the situation. I have a message on Instagram. It's probably the guy that messaged me. Again, I will message you guys back. Like, if you guys message me, I will message me. I will message you back. It'll come up in my requests. I'll see it. I'll press it. I'll read the message. If it's you guys, I'll respond. Typically, I respond to anybody anyways. With 2 messages. See, I'm famous now. Okay. I see you. I'm famous now. Okay. We're going to stop recording this now. I just started pressing it again. What the fuck am I doing? Delete. Thank you. Yeah, this one I delete. Okay. So, with that being said, that's the end of this video, guys. If you guys have any thoughts or suggestions, which you obviously do, please spam the comments down below. I'm sorry this video was way too long. I know I made it super duper long. But that was Dhar Mann Studios responding to the claims put out against them. As far as right now, I don't see anything Dhar Mann did wrong. He seems to pay his actors pretty well. He seems to have a great atmosphere. He seems to have a lot of great feedback ways, and they review feedback. They have a lot of great reviews. It seems like, so as an overview, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with Dhar Mann Studios. The only issue was miscommunication based on the fact that the actors wanted Dhar Mann to be there, but he was not there. So, as for the actors getting fired though, I love how there's a thing literally called protest right here. And it just shows the whole story, I think. What? Can you like... Anyways. Yeah. But with that being said, guys, my voice already hurts, so I'm probably going to stop now, but there was the video. I don't even know what to say about this anymore. I'm still going to rant to Dhar Mann, of course, but I don't know if we're going to get a second meeting. I don't know if they're going to protest until there's a meeting with Dhar Mann. I don't know if they're just going to say, you know what, fuck it, and then they're just going to do a meeting with whoever they, well, unless they put it in writing. They obviously say their issues, Dhar Mann looks at it, he reviews it, he makes a choice, and then we go on with our lives. Right? I already know that Carlos has left, Michael was fired, and I believe that other girl was fired, the one that's a total bitch, the one that put drugs in the girl's backpack. I think I've heard those 3 are fired and or leaving. I think 2 are fired, 1 was leaving. Carlos decided to leave on his own terms. Michael was fired, and I don't know that other girl's name, but that girl was also fired, I believe. So 2 out of 3 were fired, and then 1 left. So that's as far as I know for now. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know about Chaz, Mir, I have no idea, but I really hope they don't leave because I love seeing them in videos. It's fantastic. But, and Rebecca too. I love her being the Karen because it gets me so fucking angry and heated, and I'm just ready to fucking go. That was the video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to comment down below. Spam the comments down below with what you guys thought of this video. I'm so sorry this video was so long. I did not expect it to be this long, but that's all I gotta say. Again, there are 2 sides to every story. We saw it here. Again, this is Dhar Mann Studios, not Dhar Mann himself, so I don't know what to say, but please spam the comments down below with your thoughts, and I'll see you guys later. I look forward to reading your comments. Deuces. Peace.